Well, hello, my oh. This is my own rule. It's my own stupid rule. Gotta start with a mirror match. That's the first mirror match. Yikes. This might be rough, but we'll see. This is gonna be hopefully the last replay theater in a row. Because obviously now I've given you, what, 4 in a row? And, my getting sick, the combination of my getting sick and The World Ends With You on the Switch being not garbage, but just not enjoyable. Not an enjoyable way to play for me. Like, I don't like touchscreen controls. I hate motion controls. Like, generally, if I cannot play a game, quote-unquote, normally, I'm not gonna play it. No matter how good it may be. I hate both of those things, and so thanks for that development there, Square Enix. Really appreciate that, assholes. Regardless, because of those two things, it kind of threw plans awry about all the things that I wanted to do. Because I would have liked to have been streaming for a few days by now, but I can't stream if I can't talk for extended periods of time without destroying my throat. This is indeed rough. Oh. Hollows, I'm so sorry. You know what was really rough? Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it. I tried to do something unexpected, and it went poorly. And so it's not gonna happen, but I don't wanna, I shouldn't, no, just watch and enjoy this match. But yeah, so I don't wanna just do nothing but replay theater. But because I got sick, this is kinda all I really can do, is just sit down for like 20-25 minutes at a time. Cough a little bit, have this giant jug of water that I didn't even put into frame. Oh. Hopefully you learned something about your character, at least. Yikes. Because today has just been a day of poor decision making for me. Because I enrolled in just a single 1-month membership to one of my local gyms. Because, I mean, you know, obviously I want to keep working out. I don't want to just, all the progress that I've made while at school, having free access to their gym, I don't want to just wipe that all away by going like 3 weeks without working out, period. So I enrolled for a month, and that came with just a free session that you can spend with a personal trainer. Just kind of like, and they'll kind of do a fitness assessment and kind of build a plan for you based on what you want your results to be. And the disappointing part is that it basically wound up being just a way for them to try to advertise personal training to you, to get you to opt into the massively overpriced personal trainers. No thank you on that. He, like, after it was all done, he was like, alright, so since you're only going to be here for a month, you only want about half of this, so that'll be about $900. I was like, look at me. Look at me. I'm a student. I'm going to school right now. I'm paying that tuition. You think I'm gonna pay $900 additional for a month? For 1 month? Of like, I think it was 6 personal trainer sessions? Like, you out your goddamn mind, son. But anyway, because like I was sick, but I'm kind of at the tail end of it, so I was like, I'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? I got incredibly lightheaded. I almost threw up. It wasn't even a tough workout, by the way. Like, I should point that out, that it was not. It definitely made me look kind of like a bitch, because I mentioned at the beginning, I told him, like, I've been a little sick recently. Not terribly, but just to let you know beforehand, before we start doing things. And I think he forgot, because he definitely, when I told him, I was kind of like, I'm getting a little, like, dizzy and lightheaded right now, and it doesn't really make sense, because I know I'm not in the best of shape, but I'm not in this kind of shape. And he definitely gave me that kind of look like, I've heard that hundreds of times before, which I'm sure he has. But, like, I've been pushing myself harder than this on a daily basis for the last 2 months. Trust me, my mans, like, I'm not this bad. But, I definitely looked bad, just thinking, like, I'm not that sick, how bad could it really go? It went bad. So that was the first bad decision. The second bad decision was the aforementioned, oh god damn it. test I tried to do, and it didn't work. And so I'm sure I'm going to make more today. I still need to go, I need new shoes, obviously. For those of you that follow my Twitter, you will know that my shoes did not last at school, because my university's a pretty decently big campus, and I spent a lot of time walking, like just walking to and from class on a daily basis. I walked anywhere from 5 to 7 miles a day. 7 was the most, and I walked that on Tuesdays because that was when I had the most amount of classes. So I walked a lot, and the tread on my shoes is basically complete. Do I have one near? I do. Like, can you see? Look how worn out that is. You basically can't see tread. You can see where the tread actually is around the middle, because obviously I don't put as much of my weight on the middle. I put it on the front of my foot. But on the front, it's gone. Like, there is no tread. There is no grip anymore. There is no friction between me and the surfaces I am walking on. And so when it rained a few times, I was basically on a slip and slide. Like, it was scary. Because I definitely thought I was going to face plant on multiple occasions. I'm sure it was, oh my god, a 95% win rate on the Hyde. Let's see. I was a little scared because of the point discrepancy, but now after seeing this this win rate, I'm down with it. He had hit confirmed that. Actually, I wonder if that is hit confirmable, like the way he did it with the whiff button without having a counter hit. I'm sure it isn't. Oh my, nope, never mind. I thought that was about to hurt. That surely is going to hurt. Good call out by the Yuzuriha. Guessed what he was going to do perfectly and did the exact correct thing to avoid it. This is... Oh, he dropped the combo, though. Is that the combo where you're supposed to whiff the first hit? Or are both hits supposed to hit? I can't remember. I know he has some combos where you want the first hit of that to whiff, and then the second hit hits. I was about to praise the patience, but then she just got thrown anyway and died for it. If she had just thrown out a button at some point in there, it would have gone poorly for the Hyde, because he definitely wasn't looking to block. He was trying to force out a throw tech. Oh my god, the parry! The parry and then the corner carry. Into the DP. There's the throw tech. Waited just a fraction of a second just to be sure she wasn't going to get DP'd again. Good patience. That's what he was looking for at the beginning of the round the first time. How much damage is this? A lot! Okay, so both hits are supposed to hit. Oh, she's dead? She gets a second chance. She gets a chance at life. Chance to ruin the win rate. Come on, Yuzuriha. Smack this bitch up. Smack my bitch up. Smack my bitch up. How many of you guys have actually heard that song? I'm probably a generation removed. And most of you probably have never heard Prodigy's Smack My Bitch Up. She brought it back. Drop a combo, the person runs a train on you. Name a more iconic duo in fighting games. Wonder what she tried to do. Or if she was just a literal deer in headlights. Oh, that was another disappointing thing. It didn't happen today, but it happened last night. I saw a deer while I was out on a walk. But it bolted very quickly when it noticed me and I didn't get to get a picture. It was so adorable too. It was like it wasn't young, but it wasn't old enough to have like fully developed antlers either. And so it just had two tiny little antlers just sticking upwards. It was adorable. I wanted a picture, but I didn't get it. It's my fault for buying a cheap phone. I bought a cheap, not a cheap phone, but definitely not a high-end one. And so it takes a little bit to for the camera to load. So it was gone by the time the camera had loaded up, and I was able to try to turn on the flash and all the, because it was nighttime as well. Just sad times all around. I also tried on some skinny jeans. How the fuck do you guys wear skinny jeans? Like, real talk, I don't get it. It bunched things up in unnatural ways that just no man should ever desire to happen. I don't know how y'all do it, but they are not for me. Because now that I'm actually losing weight, I was thinking about it, like, I should get something to show off so people can see what I'm working with. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That shows off too much. I'm not even kidding. It shows off too much. There's no modesty there whatsoever. It was just an interest. Like, I really don't understand how people can wear those. That's a downside to losing weight, is that I got rid of all the shit that I had back when I was, like, actually in good shape. Because it didn't really seem like I was ever going to get there again for some reason. I don't really know why. Like, it seems stupid now. But anyway, all those clothes are gone, so I basically need a new wardrobe. And I'm still not even finished yet. I still got a decent ways to go before I get to where I want to. That was the other thing that I find dubious. The trainer that I was working with, he kind of calculated, like, alright, this is where you're at right now in terms of your body fat percentage. If you eat properly, if you continue working out with whatever your plan is, or with whatever plan we make up, and if you burn this amount of calories per day, you will get down to where you want to be within 4.5 months, is what he told me. And so I was like, that actually doesn't seem like that long. Like, it feels like it should take a bit longer than that. But, you know, he's the personal trainer. Who am I to doubt him? But on the other hand, he also told me so basically what I told him is that I want to get down to, like, somewhere between 12 to 15% body fat percentage. That's where I want to be. That's where I feel like I'm gonna kind of be at a healthy level where I don't have to have an extreme example of a diet to get lower than that. Like, that's where I feel like I can be while still eating whatever the fuck I want, essentially. And he agreed with that. But he's like, this is about the body fat percentage that a person would have and start to develop abs, like abs that you can actually see. And I was just kind of like, me? In 4.5 months? Bro, you on crack. That's not gonna happen. But I appreciate the optimism. But it's not gonna happen. Okay, anyway, enough of that. I mean, I was gonna say enough of that. I should be commentating the match, but it's Akatsuki versus Linne. Like, I don't know anything about these characters. I don't care about these characters. Linne just got punched in the goddamn jaw. That feels bad. Enjoy that 4,300 damage. She's dead. There you go. There's my top tier commentary for the day. You're welcome. But it is definitely interesting, because, like, I bought a bunch of clothes, like, knowing that I was going to be losing weight a while ago, but just, you know, until now, I didn't have that free, easy access to a gym and kind of a life schedule available to really commit to it. But now that I do, I'm definitely starting to get a bunch of clothes that I had, but I couldn't wear before, because there's a ton of stuff that I see online that I'm like, yo, that's really cool, I really want that. But they only sell it up to a XXL, and I mean, like, I'm 6'5", a XXL. In general, there's always a bit of a coin flip involved about whether or not it's even going to be long enough to fit me in the first place. But in terms of my width, or I suppose my spherical nature for a little while, that just caused a lot of them to not fit, period. And so I just see a bunch of clothes where it's like, man, that looks so cool, but they only sell up to a XXL. I don't know if that'll fit, but now they all fit, so I can wear them all. The problem is, now all the clothes that I got that were XXL are actually getting a bit too big for me. So now it's like, especially when it's windy, whenever it's windy, there's just a bunch of extra fabric around the waistline that just gets blown around and just flopping everywhere, and it's annoying to deal with. Why am I not paying more attention to this? This Gordeau is going ham. He's bodying Akatsuki. Let's go. Why would you not tech that? You're an idiot. Why would you DP there? You're an idiot. Trying to counter a Gordeau. Really, my dude? Gordeau? One of the few characters in the game who, like, it's actually ideal to just try to command grab you over and over and over again? And you try to hit your counter? Come on, son. Is that... No, we've already seen a Byakuya, so never mind. But that... Oh, this is a bad idea. But the Soul Chris JP, wasn't that the 91% win rate Hyde or whatever? What phenomenal high-level neutral on full display right now. Seth is such a skilled character that really highlights the joys of fighting games. Oh my god. Like, it's not bad enough that you're not really paying attention to the fact that that projectile's out on the screen and you need to be aware of it, but he actually just fully committed to not caring in any way, shape, or form and just dove face first into the projectile right there. Tried to anti-air, but he used the delay on the command grab instead. This is just weird. Neither one of them has landed a full combo yet. I mean, to be fair, one of them intentionally dropped the combo in order to get to charge up his grid so he could get grid advantage. Of course, right when I say that, they actually finally start doing combos. He could have punished that. He got scared, but he was not in range, so he could have punished that for free if he had wanted. There's the anti-air he's been looking for all this time. He's getting really good damage off of it too. Makes sense, that was a high counter. No hit confirmed, gets the grid break, takes the round. Aren't you so thrilled that you get to experience another round of this amazing gameplay with me? Because you should be. This amazing gameplay. Ah! Confirm something! Like, this really makes watching high-level thirds... When you watch a ton of other fighting games, especially current fighting games, which, let's be honest, kind of allow you to autopilot... They all kind of allow you to autopilot your offense to a certain degree. Why didn't he get hit by that? There wasn't even any mix-up involved there. What? Like, I guess he probably just took his hands off the stick or something. Because there wasn't any mix-up there as far as I'm aware, unless there's some funky kind of unblockable involved that I am unaware of. But yeah, like, especially anime games, they kind of just allow you to autopilot your offense to a degree. Like, a lot of block strings also serve as combos. And so then you go and watch a game like Third Strike, where it's like, you have a split second to hit confirm every hit you get, or you're gonna lose because you're not taking the fullest advantage of your damage potential, and the other player is. Like, it just makes it so much more impressive. And I really do feel like, actually, and I'm definitely a victim of this too, I'm not particularly good at hit confirming. I do feel like that ability to do that kind of stuff is definitely something of a lost art in fighting games these days. To also be entirely fair to the players, not to, you know, just place the blame squarely on their shoulders, this is net play, and it makes hit confirming to that level borderline impossible, but still. But you see a ton of mix-up like that Carmine just did, where he landed the first hit, but he doesn't care about that first hit. He's already decided, I don't care what happens here, I'm going to do this mix-up, and so he doesn't react to the fact that he landed that hit and could have hit confirmed into a full combo from there. He just instantly gave it all up and went into a mix-up that could have potentially been blocked. It wasn't, but it could have been. And so then he loses out on all of that. Wonder if that was an input mistake. See, right there, like, that wasn't even just that single hit. He should have noticed from 5 years ago that his projectile actually landed on her. And then the follow-up that was supposed to be a mix-up was going to combo, and he would be able to get a full confirm from there. He didn't care at all. He instantly tried to go into a mix-up after that. That's weird. That's another weird thing, too. Is it like these players clearly have the reactions for it. He's teched every single throw that this Mika has gone for. He clearly has good reactions. But people just don't train themselves to react to hits. They train themselves defensively, they don't train themselves offensively. Did Mika give up? What's going on here? I'm just gonna give that a hard yes. Because of the random super out of nowhere. Okay, she can bring this back. She should get grid no, she's not gonna get it. She has to use her force function for that combo. I was gonna say, if she got grid control and kept her meter and landed a super command grab, she could have won the round off that. But she did not get grid control, she did not keep her meter, etc., etc. Oh boy. We about to see this poor man Max get demoted? Because they got a red square in the match, but they got an orange square now. Speaking of autopiloting your offense, this Gordeau is very much autopiloting right now. Okay, that should whiff, so yeah, he should get a full confirm. Dropping that combo route. Don't go for the combo route if you can't land it. Speaking of third strike, that was like some Oro shit right there. Just constantly getting juggled over and over by the projectile. I hate Oro. Such a nightmare to fight against. Oro's that character in Third Strike where it's like nobody ever talks about him, right? Everybody's always going to talk about Yun, Chun-Li, Ken, Makoto, maybe. And then you fight an Oro and you're like, wait a minute, why don't people talk about this guy? These dudes bonkers. Safe jump that time. Don't know about that punish. Wonder if that was a mistake. There's no way you mistakenly do a down up. Boy, you gotta learn how to block that. Charged over, you really should not be getting hit by charged overheads in general in this game. They're too telegraphed. But it's okay, she won the round anyway. Won the match anyway. Oh, it's the person earlier from... Didn't she get like double perfected almost? Brought it back. Got justice. The Bay. Orie. So stupid. Who decided it should be pronounced Orie? It's Orie. God damn it. Linne, I'm fine with. Orie though? Son. This is a very rough matchup, by the way, for Enkidu. I think this is the one, if any of you guys remember Psycho from actually almost won Evo using Enkidu, the side tournament for this game. I believe she considers this to be a borderline unwinnable match. I think she said that this is the only matchup that she just won't even pick Enkidu for. She doesn't even bother playing it, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's changed. I doubt it's changed, because Enkidu sure as hell hasn't changed. That's a free punish. But yeah, this is bad times for Enkidu. Unless you get started. I don't know about that combo, but you do you. You gotta cancel that. You have to cancel that. I think, unfortunately, Charge 2C is the only charge move he has that doesn't have enough block stun to allow you to cancel freely into 2-2B and have it be tight enough that you can't get counter hit out of it without an invincible move in the middle. But I actually, come to think of it, I think that's actually 5C. But yeah, you can't just let Enkidu's charge moves hang out like that. I mean, you can't even let Enkidu's C moves in general hang out without canceling them into anything, because they're all like -15, -18, just some kind of absolute nonsense that is depressing when you see it in the actual frame data. But the charge moves are even worse. Like, I think charged 3C, I want to say, is something like -28. They're all -20 plus. I know that for sure. But I think charged 3C is the worst. It's just a bad time involved if you don't cancel those moves. One dropped setup, and now you're stuck in the corner against Byakuya with 200 meter. What do? You let him let you out of the corner for free. You screwed up, so surely the other player is gonna screw up too, right? That's the net play rules. Oh, I thought that was gonna lead to a full confirm. He should be dead here. Yeah, maybe not. Definitely not. Just gets bodied by the overhead. You always forget, unless you play a Phonon consistently and regularly, you'll always forget until after you get hit by it. That's an overhead. For some reason. Drop the combo again. The joys of net play, where nothing is consistent. I guess the lack of consistency is a sort of consistency in itself. You can rely on your combos to consistently drop more than half the time. Every time, if we're only looking at this single match for our case study. Gotta be careful of the web. Just landed face first into it. Okay, we're done dropping combos now. We're landing everything. Oh, if he had punished that, doesn't matter, she's dead. But yeah, if he had whiff punished that, she was gonna be dead for it. That would have been a lot more impressive than what he actually did, but still. That was one hell of an ass beating to send it off on. Oh, we're actually gonna really send it off. I wasn't sure how long it'd been. It's been longer than I thought. That's what she said.